We are following breaking news as the Atlanta Braves make a big announcement. Manager Brian Snitker will not return as the team's skipper next season. You're looking live right now at the Braves end of season press conference with Brian Snitker and general manager Alex Anthopoulos. Just a moment ago, they gave him a truck as a retirement gift. They handed over the keys, also announced they were giving he and his wife a trip to Hawaii as a thank you. Chairman McGurk is talking right now as they shake hands, hugs there. This is a big change for the team. We know Snitker is going to remain with the team as an advisor. He just finished his 9th season as manager and, of course, led the Braves to the 2021 World Series. Let's listen in as he starts at the mic.
Just give me a minute. You know, 3 years ago, I signed the extension, and this, you know, when I signed it, this was to be my last year, and I was kind of excited about it because I thought, well, you know, it's going to put a reality to it, and I was really good with it. I was very appreciative that, you know, honestly, I never thought I'd manage one day in the major leagues, let alone 10 years. I never thought I'd hoist a trophy. Or be around a group of guys that, that makes this so special. Because, you know, it's about the players. And we've been fortunate here to have probably the greatest group of players, coaches, the whole building is, and I said this after we won the World, it literally takes a whole building to do something special. And I've been blessed to be around great people within the Atlanta Braves organization. Everybody in that clubhouse, the player, you know, it's about the players. God, the relationships and the friendships that I'll have the rest of my life for that group or the players, and it's so special. I'm excited to continue to be a part, and I saw a couple of them the other day, and it's like, you're not getting rid of me. You know, I'm still going to be here. I'm going to be in spring training. I'm excited about this new role. Until, and this is the truth, until like the last 3 weeks of this season, I know you can ask the coaches, I talked about, you know, this being my last year, you know, but I think when you're sitting in this seat and you're in the heat of the battle, I don't know, you know, and I said, I'm going to need a little time after that last out to really decide what I want to do. And, you know, and I don't think, and it was after I got home and I got to decompress a little bit that, you know what, I did decide that this is the right move, because I said, if you wait to retire till you're ready to retire, you never will. And I figured that out. And I know in my medias, when I was asked, it's like, I've never been through this. You know, I really hated that I lost my biggest supporter. You know, my go-to guy, I lost him, but I could still go sit with him and talk to him, but I couldn't, you know, I needed that probably more this past month than I ever have in all the years that I've been managing. So, you know what, in my mind, I'm ready for this next step. I don't think I'm, you know, like I said, it's one of those things. I think if you wait to do it till you're ready, you never will. And you know, I'm ready for this next step. I'm grateful, you know, because I was appreciative 3 years ago, because it puts a little light on it. Because I said, now I have a definitive, because I didn't, you know, it was a little clarity for me that this would be it, and it took a while after, because you know you get in game mode and that game adrenaline, and I'm sitting in this seat and I'm sitting in that office, and my focus is on today and winning that game, and just like I always told the players, it's like you're never guaranteed tomorrow, so the most important day you have is today, and you do everything you can, and you suck the life out and you win today's game, and then worry about tomorrow. And you know, I think, but after sitting around a little those few days and kind of reflecting and all, you know what, I'm ready for this next challenge and the next stage of my career, and I'm grateful for Terry and the Braves for allowing that to happen here, and to always be a Brave, and I will. I said an old friend of mine and colleague told me one time, it's just like once a Brave, always a Brave, and man, that's true. There's nothing like it, and so I'm grateful for the opportunities I've had here. Like I said, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have been with some of the greatest guys in the world for 10 years, and I've saw, you know, some of you guys. I've saw every pitch, every play, every at bat that you've had in the major leagues, and for that, I love it, because you guys are the greatest there is. And but it's going to be. I say I'm excited. I'm excited for this new chapter in my life, because I think at some point in time everybody has to have that. So I'm blessed that I can do it here in a place where I was born and raised with this organization, and to continue to help any way I can for those guys sitting out there for, you know, when the next year's team, appreciate it. Thank you all for being here, and it means the world. It means the world to, you know, and this thing's about relationships and friendships. I said, you know, the job's not hard to leave. The relationships and experiences and all that's what's tough. You know, not seeing guys every day and working relationships. And we got an unbelievable team here that we work with, from, you know, we got the greatest trainers, strength coaches, video guys that I nuzzle up to all the time. They're kind of my sounding boards. You know, it's everybody, the clubhouse kids, the clubhouse staff, the media. I mean, and to thank the media. I thank you guys. I mean, I know it's not an easy job, me sitting here, you sitting over there. You got to do, but you guys have been great, and I appreciate everything that you did for me, and how you handled things and the tough times. But you guys were all great, and I appreciate everything you've done for me. And and too, there's relationships there. You know, the TV guys. The people that, you know, you see every day, that put us on the air. I mean, I've made some unbelievable relationship and friendships there, that just people that I love to death. So, honey, thank you. God, again, I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you.
And with that emotion and that announcement, a new era for the Atlanta Braves. Brian Snitker is stepping down as manager. He's retiring. So the end of a baseball season is one thing. The end of a season of life is another, and you certainly felt the emotion behind that. He just finished his 9th season as manager and, of course, led the Braves to the 2021 World Series. He's been with the Braves organization in some capacity as a player, coach, manager since 1977. That's 49 years, and to do it, as he just mentioned, in the city where you were born and raised. The Braves plan to induct him into the team's Hall of Fame next year. Again, he will stay on as an advisor, so that hat is not going anywhere. Maria Martin and Reggie Chapman will have more on this news beginning on 11 Alive News at 4.